What's up, everybody? Zach is back with another episode of Journey to $1 Million, and today is one of those days where we're getting further away from our goal. But that's okay because we are dollar cost averaging. Well, at least we will start dollar cost averaging more again tomorrow. We don't have so many short-term, long-term option positions, so we're sitting pretty good right now. Go ahead and take a look at the description. You'll find a bunch of links for the Discord server, the VIP section of the Discord server. You're going to find a Twitter. Go ahead and follow me on all of those. We are doing the live trading on Twitter, so it could be interesting for you guys to do that. But I do appreciate the support so far. Our community is growing really fast. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. You guys know what time it is. It's time to pull up the report on prostockadvice.com/blog. It is available. And today our portfolio shows we are down $300,000, which is about 44%. And yeah, so this is I'm probably going to title this video a little bit clickbaity because how often do we get to see that? Well, hopefully not very often. So yeah, but anyways, this is because the SOXL and TECL, which were two of probably my biggest ones, they actually split 15-1 and 10-1. So yeah, I mean, Webull hasn't actually updated this, and I did ask Webull when they are going to update this, and it will be in a few days when their clearinghouse updates it for them, adds in the extra stock or something like that. So this is a really good opportunity for you guys to get in on some SOXL and TECL if you're bullish on the semiconductors industry sector and the technology sector. They're really cheap now. They're trading for $30-$40, and I mean, this is just a good deal to get into some cheaper leaps or just some long-term positions. You could get 100 shares and even start selling covered calls. So we can just be pretty creative right now because these are so much cheaper. So overall, that's a really good thing. Although my SOXL is down, I think it's down 9-10% today. But anyways, so we are down 300,000. That's always pretty funny to see. Nevertheless, the S&P 500 is only down 0.75%. NASDAQ is 1.7 almost, and Dow Jones is down 0.44. So that's not all that bad, but the semiconductors really did get killed yesterday. So my portfolio took a hit. The positions that we did pick up were one on, well, actually two contracts of calls on Jumia. My O finally hit. And ACTC, I went ahead and rolled that out. Lee, I rolled the covered call out. Well, at least I was trying to. Tomorrow we're going to look more into that, lowering the cost basis a little bit more before the March 5th and March 19th expiration dates. And then the CCIV, I actually did end up rolling that out. I successfully bought it back. And these are covered calls, guys, selling covered calls. So I did buy it back for a nickel, and then I went ahead and sold it for 80 cents. So the strike is totally different, but hey, we lowered our cost basis a total of 75 cents yesterday, and this is going to expire on March the 5th. So overall, that's a big success. We did the same thing with Tesla for free, actually, so that was cool. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much what we're doing. And also we picked up Pershing Square, which is the SPAC managed by Bill Ackman. We went ahead and shouted that out yesterday again. But we're starting to dollar cost average in on these. So far we have 25 shares. I'm not in a rush though, because that one is still just all rumors. Anyways, and then on the notable recent picks, actually my NXC, the nuclear energy uranium, was actually the nuclear energy / uranium play was actually up 11.5% yesterday. XL 13%, and then the MP, which is an excellent pick, that one is up 7.5%. So if you guys have any positions on those, you're making some money. We have been calling some pretty good ones out. And if you are making gains from my picks, go ahead and send me screenshots, and I will post that up in the Wall of Fame on the Discord server. All right, and the first one that I would actually like to add to the watch list is going to be VACQ, which is a space launch rocket, space launch company. Cannot talk today. Rocket Lab USA Inc. And they are officially merging with Vector Acquisition Corp. So this is the SPAC that we want to get in on, is the Vector Acquisition Corp. Currently is trading for $13.80. Let's go ahead and pull this up on the Webull. So yeah, after hours is actually up 5%. So as you see, it jumped up here. I think this could easily go up to $30. I don't see a problem with that. And so if I kind of want to wait till the ARC X comes out and just buy an ETF for all the space and rocket companies. It'll just be much easier for the research, less time consuming and whatnot. But it's not out yet, And so there is an argument to be made that this Virgin Galactic or maybe this Rocket Lab, they will, once the ArcX does come out and Queen Kathy starts buying a lot of these, then the prices could move up. So there is an argument to be made that we should get on these now. So if you can find some cheap positions, for this one is a SPAC, so it's a risk of 5, so I'm just going to buy commons on it. But I think it could double. Give it a decent amount of time here to mature and officially merge, and you'll make some money, I do believe. But be careful, because with the CCIV, you remember these SPACs are volatile, and a lot of it is just rumors. So play the rumor, buy the rumor, and then sell the news. Pretty much that's how we're going to do it here. And then the first notable mention is going to be Jumia. I actually did pick up a position in Jumia. It is in my buy zone. I think this is really good deal territory that it's in right now. And if you don't know, Jumia is basically the Amazon of Africa. So I do think it's a good opportunity to buy it. It's below the 50-day moving average. There's not really a clear support right now, but we can always start dollar cost averaging into some calls or possibly just comments. It's really going to be up to you on that. But the target price I'm going to keep the same at $70, which it was pretty much already up there, so I don't see that being all that difficult. I did put a 4 as a risk, and just give it some time and it should hit it eventually. Africa is an emerging market, and the e-commerce should be on the up and up. And then the next one is Baidu, which is the Google of China. It is still trading on my support, and from the dip, it did get hammered a little bit, but it has come up back to the support trend line that I have drawn. So I'm going to keep the target the same as 330, and entry is less than $300. Risk is a 3 because this is Baidu after all. This is not going anywhere in China. And time frame 2 to 4 months, although it could be a lot faster, to be honest with you. Hit 330 of a target, but at least when it hits 330, then I will reevaluate, maybe take some profit and keep some upwards of 350, 360, but we'll just see. But this one, if you want to get a call option on this for a 60, 70 delta to get some exposure, this is the one to do it, but you would have to have a couple $1,000s to do it. It's not cheap. It's $300 a share. I mean, it is what it is, but we definitely could get paid on this one if you want to drop some money into it. And then the next one is going to be Workhorse. So we were talking about this one, and I know that they missed the USPS contract, but I don't think that's the end of the line for them. This is still a decent company that has other clients, and with the Biden administration wants to electrify all of the federal vehicles and use a domestic company to do that. I mean, this kind of fits the description of what they're looking for, and the service that they offer is very useful, because if you have a commercial fleet, if you're a small business or a company that has a commercial fleet and it's gas powered, trucks or cars or delivery vans or whatever, and you actually don't want to sell them all and just buy new electric vehicles, well, you could always just contract Workhorse to electrify your gas vehicle. So they would put a battery in it. They would do all that's necessary to do to turn your gas-powered vehicle into an electric vehicle. So that's pretty cool. And as we are moving more towards electric vehicles in the States, I think this is a good opportunity. I think they offer a really interesting service, and it should be in demand. So a risk of 4 because, maybe 4 or 5 to be honest with you, but overall I think this is just really cheap, and we shouldn't miss this opportunity because if they did get a federal contract, then this could go up a lot. We could get paid on this one. And then the last ones, like I mentioned at first, is the SOXL and TECL. If you're thinking about these leaps could be really good, and these were some of my best performing ones in 2020. They're ETFs, so you have the diversification, even though they are 3x leveraged. But if you do I did a case study, there is no drag, and actually the SOXL is closer to 5.5 times because they're supposed to be 3x leverage. But to be honest with you, the performance compared to the SOXX or SMH, shaking my head, or the SOX, it's actually 5.5 times. And TECL, I think it's around 4.5, something like that. But we can always do a case study later. Don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. And remember, the risk is on a scale of 1 to 5. A 1 being the less risky, you should feel more comfortable to put more money into it. And then 5 is the most risky. Be a little bit careful. Take smaller positions. Get ready to take the profits. Take the profits at 25%, 50%, and 100% consistently. Leave one contract to run, and you're going to come out on top more than you will lose. So guys, go ahead and check out the links. If you're wondering what platform I am using, it is Webull. Go ahead and find a link in the description. You're going to get a couple of free stocks, and actually they're giving away Google and Facebook right now. So go ahead and spin the Webull wheel and for your chance to win. So if you don't already have a broker that's really good for the research and charting and everything like that, I think Webull is going to be a really good option for you guys. So go ahead and hit that up, and if you have any questions, you can send me a DM on Discord or Twitter. Anyways guys, peace out and have a good one.